Luke! Hey, Luke, it's Tim!
Tim. What are you doing? It's 8:30 in the morning. What are you already here for?
Well, getting ready for Taste of Soulard, and you can't have Taste of Soulard without a chef.
You're the chef. Well, let's see what you got.
After you.
It's a beautiful day, don't you know? It's a beautiful day.
This is The Thread.
Right, this is where the magic happens, right, Luke?
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yeah, man, I'm ready. Are you ready for Taste of Soulard? What a cool event.
It's a great event. I think, of all the Mardi Gras events that happen from 12th night through Fat Tuesday, Taste of Soulard is one of the most fun. It's an opportunity for everybody to come down and visit a lot of different places, try a lot of different foods, and there's some great food in the Soulard. To me, it's the best event of the season.
I'm ready to be a part of it, man. I'm ready to chef.
Well, I mean, if you're going to take over the kitchen here, you're going to have to see Chef Wayne about that.
Let's do a little bit of a throwdown. What do you think? Like an Iron Chef?
Well, gumbo's the go-to dish. So
Gumbo's it. I think I'm ready.
all right, let's see what you got.
Well, hold up. I'm not ready yet. Now I'm ready, Luke.
Woo! Well, you look like you're ready. So let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
Gumbo is the dish. This is Chef Wayne. It's your competition.
Hello, Chef. Don't let the chili peppers intimidate you. How's that coming there, Wayne? That's pretty good. Kind of like my chili pepper pants. Chef pants. Oh, hey, Luke.
How are you guys doing with this roux?
Doing great, All
right, well, don't forget the roux is the most important component of Creole cooking. Almost every dish starts with it. So it might only be oil and flour, but it's what gives all the dishes their depth of flavor.
It's the base. It holds everything together.
Exactly.
There you go. Kind of like the St. Louis Mardi Gras Foundation. I mean, we see the parties and we see the parades, but it is so much more than that. It's a party with a purpose.
I think Mardi Gras is good for St. Louis, but it's got to be more than just a party. There has to be more to it than that. So when we created the Mardi Gras Foundation back in 2002 and the Mayor's Ball, that was really the point of it. Let's create something that gives us a mechanism to give something back to the neighborhood on an annual basis. So this is one of our more exciting projects. Around this park was a rusting chain link fence and those 1960 Cobra head lights, in the park that looked very historic, I guess. In this park and in Soulard Market Park, which is all around the market, we put in this wrought iron fencing that's more historically accurate for the neighborhood. People are like, well, how come there's not a plaque on the entrance to the park that says funded by the Mardi Gras Foundation? I can either spend the money on the plaque that says go yay us, or I can buy a little bit of a longer fence. I think I'd rather do that. So whether they know or not is less important to me than the environment is better in some way. We gave a grant to the neighborhood to plant 160 trees, and that was pretty cool. And that was an interesting one because it was all over the neighborhood. We did security cameras a couple of years ago with money from the alderman.
Where did you put the security cameras?
They didn't tell us.
That's why there's security cameras. Yeah. Is this one of them right here?
That's a little more obvious than I think they're supposed to look. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel more secure.
I do too, yeah.
In addition to us just trying to do a good job and clean the place up afterwards and produce a fun and safe event, that's really important. But the charitable aspect of it in terms of really trying to find a way on an annual basis to give something back for the neighborhood that is gracious enough to host this thing year after year, that's pretty rewarding.
That's the story of Mardi Gras you don't normally hear about. And isn't it cool that when they choose something they want to do in the neighborhood, they want something that's not just seasonal, but something that is lasting, something year-round that improves their neighborhood. Hey, how's my brew going?
I think it's ready for the Trinity.
The Trinity, you mean that girl in all black in the Matrix?
No, the Trinity is from Creole cooking,
Yeah.
which is onions, peppers, and celery.
Gotcha, and you start with the onion.
Always start with the onions.
Without these vegetables, you don't have Cajun cooking.
Nope, no, sir.
Ooh, look at that. Ha-ha. Earlier we were talking about the Mardi Gras Foundation and the difference they make in their neighborhood by just doing what they do. with Mardi Gras? Well, we met a teenager. She's a model, Madeline, and she's doing amazing things just through the platform she has as a model.
Gorgeous. So pretty. Stunning.
I used to do little fashion shows at my house, and I was just obsessed with everything that had to do with modeling. I would use the garage door, so that was the curtain.
Nice.
2 years ago, I was scouted at a Taylor Swift concert. I was wearing a tutu, it was really cool. Her mom came and grabbed me, and I got to sit front row with her mom. That's whenever my passion for modeling really started. Recently, I met Mary and Jeff, so that's where I'm at right now. So Pray for Peace, I started it whenever I heard about the Las Vegas shooting. That morning, I saw it on TV, and I realized that I had the chance to make a difference and help even though I was across the country. Right now, I'm selling shirts, and they say Pray for Peace on the arms and Las Vegas. So basically, you're repping Las Vegas whenever you're wearing them. Ultimately, I would want to turn it into like an actual clothing brand. The money goes to the National Compassion Fund, and they're an organization where they distribute the money directly to the victims.
It was pretty neat to see how she embraced the project and how her brain thought through the project, but ultimately the reason behind the project is what makes me very proud of her.
Why Pray for Peace?
Weirdly, that was the first name I came up with because I think right now in our society, there are so many things that separate us. So I wanted something that everyone could relate to and that it could apply to any cause or any disaster. Every night before I go to bed, I pray that everybody is safe, happy, and healthy, and I think that's where the name came from.
How important is prayer in your life?
Recently, there have been really strange, godlike things that have happened, and I feel like it's all because of the power of prayer. Every time that I've prayed recently, the thing that I pray for happens, or I feel better about something. So recently, it's become an even bigger part of my life. At youth group, actually, the last time I went, they had a whole message about being successful and being significant. And significance is more like you're using your success to better other people and to help other people. And I think that's my goal. I want to be significant. I want to help other people.
There's something about seeing young people step up like that it just warms your heart, right? Yeah, and check out these amazing sweatshirts she's created. Look, it's got the LV in the heart for Las Vegas and Pray for Peace down the arm. And look, her long-term goal is to make her own clothing line called Pray for Peace, where the clothing that she sells goes to making a difference. That's pretty cool. Hey, Luke, I think I got my Trinity in here. My rouge good. What's next?
Andouille sausage.
Andouille!
You want to add that before you add the stock, let it render a little bit. That'll give it some more flavor. We'll put some more andouille in later, but it's coming along pretty nice. I think his is a little darker than yours.
So that's better?
I like it that way, but everybody has their own opinion.
Chef Wayne's nodding. Yep, mine's better. We're gonna find out.
Okay, well.
All right, Madeline, I'd like some tips on modeling because
Yeah.
I feel like maybe there's a future there. So
Well,
maybe you could.
I mean, I was thinking the same thing.
What do you really? Okay, great.
The number one thing that they tell me to do is give them like a evil eye. Like someone just cheated on you and stole your dog and you're really mad about it. Your head should be the last thing that.
To turn.
Oh, that was so dramatic. That was maybe not so much of the.
Don't let all the emotion out.
Yeah, because you're mysterious.
I'm mysterious.
They're trying to figure out why you're mad. They don't know.
See that?
Oh,
See how
only
one's
one?
squinted? Yeah, just one.
Are you winking? Oh. My gosh.
Yeah.
You kind of look like a Barbie doll.
It's a whiplash. Happens all the time for models, right? The neck whip.
Yeah, the neck whip.
The Thread, brought to you by Bomarito Automotive Group.
This is Frank Bomarito for the Bomarito Automotive Group. If you're considering using any internet-based car buying service, consider Bomarito.com first. With 12,000 new and pre-owned vehicles from multiple franchises, the Bomarito Automotive Group will have your car at your price. And we'll show you a better deal. Dealer direct at Bomarito. Don't pay extra for a middleman. Let the Bomarito Automotive Group earn your business today. Bomarito.com.
What's up, Threadheads? Thanks for checking out the show. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you each and every week. You know, as we step into season 2, we're starting our new status as a non-profit, and we really want to expand the scope and ministry of the Thread. We want to come to your community and connect you with those folks who are moving to the needs right in your own backyard. You know, we are so thankful for the platform we've been given by Fox 2 to bring this show into your home each and every week. They've been an amazing partner. But we're not owned or operated by Fox 2. This is an independent show, and we need your support to keep the mission going. A couple of ways you can help us do that. You can go to our webpage, thethreadstl.com, click on donate, and you can make a donation of any amount to support the cause. Next, you can go to the shop page. That's our store where you can buy all kinds of cool Thread gear. We've got t-shirts, we've got hats, so you can suit up with us. So make sure you get your gear, join the team, and help us Thread up, y'all.
There's certain things I can't do, but I still get up every morning and do it. Someone once told me, but you don't look sick. Just like anyone else, I eat right, exercise, and get the right amount of sleep. Some days, this is easier said than done. If it was up to me, I would stay in bed all day. Friends don't understand me canceling on our plans when I'm tired. And work doesn't understand why I call in sick when I sound just fine. It's hard to understand when you can't see anything wrong. I'll handle tomorrow when it gets here. Each day is a different hill to climb. I am 21 years old and I have lived with lupus for 7 years. And I'm not the only one. Over 5 million people worldwide struggle with lupus every day. To learn more about this disease, go to lupus.org. By knowing more, we'll be able to answer the questions that surround this mysterious disease.
Whoopee! Yeah, can you feel that? Woo! Left-handed. Hey, wait. I'm not even looking. My work is done here. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo. Hey, you know I lived in Louisiana. Hey, you see these peppers in my pants? Come on!
How you guys doing here?
I can't get him to break. He won't trash talk or anything.
Wayne likes to let his cooking do the talking.
Okay, all right.
Well, so now that we've got the roux and the Trinity cooked and the foundation built, now it's time to make the dish your own.
This is it.
This is what separates the men from the boys.
Okay, so hey, Luke, Wayne, look, it's Emerald Lagasse. Thought it was him. My bad.
I don't see him.
I just
What?
somebody else.
What do you got going on there?
Don't worry, fellas. I'm just adding a little love to the dish. Speaking of love, St. Louis Youth Sports Outreach is definitely doing that in their community, loving on the kids around them by making sure that equipment is not the reason they don't play sports.
SCL Youth Sports Outreach got started. We had some kids on our team that couldn't afford to play. I knew we had some extra equipment laying around, so I thought, let me go ahead and help them out. And she said, well, it's not just that, we just can't afford it. We paid the fees and got them some equipment. So I reached out and I just said, hey, look, we're looking for some used equipment. We're going to try and help some kids out. And what started as, a couple of baseball bats and a couple of gloves grew into, just something simply amazing. I would say 80% of our inventory is used. We have used cleats. We just want kids playing sports. We don't charge anything for our equipment. We do ask that you bring something for trade-in because we try to keep it restocked. But if money's an issue and you don't have anything, just let us know.
Why sports? Why are sports so important?
I believe sports builds not only a good physical character, but a mental character also as your teammate, as friends. I think it builds character all around for children. With me and my kids, they help so much. Hopefully they learn something from this. It's not just about you. Everything that you do, it affects people all around you, no matter what you do. We're a very strong community. This is, there's no high-paid board members, there's no gas money, there's no nothing. It's just a bunch of friends wanting to help, so that's how we reach out for our community.
It goes way beyond sports.
It's way beyond sports, way beyond sports. Brody's another story.
When the accident happened, I was actually at the store shopping.
He wasn't playing with fireworks, they were cleaning fireworks up in the neighborhood.
And I went to pick up one firework, and it was a mortar, and I picked it up, and it went off.
I got the phone call from his 10-year-old brother.
I actually did take off all the tissue on my finger. so it left about only the bone.
I see 8-year-old lose his fingers, an avid baseball player. You know, we reached out to Brody's family.
They had to amputate his fingers from the knuckle up because the bone was all dead.
My mom and dad's friend, Billy, he contacted Gumbo.
And Gumbo was gracious enough. They made him 2 special fit gloves.
And they're so special because it has my name and my number, and it says, small but mighty.
That's your slogan.
Yeah.
It was neat to have him in Brody's corner, and that kid loves the game of baseball, so seeing him back out on the field meant a lot.
If I didn't have these gloves, I don't think I would be able to play.
Sports are our main thing, but our community means a lot.
Is that a great organization or what? And look, that's not all they do. Every year, they give a $2,000 scholarship to a Rittner High School student and a Pattonville High School student to help them just get over the edge. Maybe give that student that needs just a little push to get them into college. Really, really cool. All right, Wayne, it's time to add the protein. You got your meats picked out? You got, okay. Oh, you got a little chicken, a little shrimp. Okay, I'm going chicken. I'm going shrimps. What you got, a little crab meat? I'm going alligator, and I'm going crawfish. Hey, Wayne, they call this Mama Said Knock You Out Gumbo. And he doesn't say a thing.
Now, here comes the big question.
Yeah.
Okra or no okra?
I say okra.
All right.
Oh, he's going okra too, because some say no, right?
Yeah, some people would say you're thinking only with the root.
Well, I'm going okra.
All right.
All right. And what's the next? Now you just gotta
let it do its thing.
All right. Hey, while we got some time, I've got some questions and I've got a chair. You know what that means? It's time for the hot seat, brought to you by Art Van Furniture. All right, we're at Molly's and we got Luke in the hot seat. He's ready to go, and we got the crew at Molly's here to help him out. Y'all ready? Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, Luke, 30 seconds on the clock. Clock will start after I ask the first question. The questions are all themed around Soulard and Mardi Gras. You're good. Here you go. You ready? Here we go. A taste of Soulard offers a taste of what St. Louis neighborhood?
Soulard?
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
You hear with your ear, you see with your eyes, you taste with your
mouth,
or some chefs say your soul. All right, what does it mean if you find a baby in your slice of king cake?
Yeah, you gotta host a party next year?
Yeah, you gotta buy the next king cake. Either that or it means you forgot to secure your child in the bouncy seat. Head first into the king cake. All right, what is the holy trinity of vegetables in Louisiana?
Carrot? No, wait, hold on. What is it?
Celery, onion, okra, pepper.
There you go.
Celery, onions, and pepper.
And finally, if you want to attend the Taste of Soulard, where should you go? Molly's!
Yeah, Molly's.
In Soulard!
All right.
Hey, Luke, you just conquered the hot seat. Brought to you by Art Van Furniture. Woo! Laissez le bon temps rouler.
More style, more selection, and more savings. It's everything Art Van Furniture is famous for. For more than 55 years, Art Van Furniture has been the leader in classic, urban, and modern styles, all at the lowest prices in America on furniture and top name brand mattresses. This is why we are the Midwest #1 furniture and mattress store, Art Van Furniture. Now in your neighborhood. Coming to St. Louis February 1st, 4 new Art Van Furniture stores.
Okay, so this is a generational piece. Richard's an artist. He's a master at what he does.
Once he showed it to me, I absolutely loved it. I had no idea I could find something like this just around the corner from my house.
With having 5 children, and we wanted to see how we could incorporate that in a piece. I want an S in the middle, and I don't know how the kids' initials are going to nest in here. We want Christ in there too with a cross. Immediately gets a piece of paper out, starts sketching it out, and I'm like, that's it.
And then he gave it to me on Christmas Eve in the morning, and
I couldn't wait.
my jaw hit the floor. Immediately, I saw the S, but immediately I saw everybody else's initials and the cross. I love it. Every day I look in the mirror and I just can't believe I get to wear it.
Valentine's Day's around the corner. How do you top it?
I'm gonna Richard!
Yeah. Help! If you're in the market for jewelry, make your way to Newsteaders, where honesty and integrity meet. That one's mine.
Let's see what you got.
I made that. It's mine.
Not bad. Pretty good. Tim?
Yeah.
It's good, but I think you got a little ways to go to catch up with Chef Wayne.
Congratulations, Chef. You want to know what my secret ingredient was?
Tell me.
Cream of tartar. I just like saying tartar. Well, serving as a chef may not be my thing. I'll keep looking. You know who did find their thing? Matt and Leslie Holliday. During Matt's time with the Cardinals, they certainly found their place to link into their community and serve in a mighty way.
St. Louis is awesome. We love it.
It was really, from a baseball standpoint, it was a perfect scenario for me, getting traded over here and then, kind of seeing the kind of people that were here, with Adam and Yachty. I just really kind of fell in love with the idea of playing here for long term, and thankfully Mo and Mr. DeWitt trusted me with a long-term contract, and just really enjoyed playing here and living here and being part of the community, and then to be able to have the opportunity to be part of Homers for Health.
He signed his contract, and there was this burden to, oh gosh, we're so grateful for this opportunity for this financial gift that we feel like the Lord had trusted us with. All of our kids have a story in the hospital, and all of that adversity that was terribly difficult is the reason that we were so passionate about starting the program, because I'm a mama, and that feeling of like, I don't know what to do here, and then to not be able to afford it would also be just a burden that I can't imagine that a lot of people can bear. I want to be able to provide financially for families that all of a sudden their life changes because of a health crisis with their child. All of a sudden we got this invite to go to Cardinal Glennon, and I'm like, wait, they already do what I want to do, and so let's partner with them.
It's really cool to kind of see how these families are impacted by the program, and just getting a chance to make their lives a little bit easier if it's possible. We saw 4 or 5 kids that are thriving who, when we first met them, had no hair and had air things in their nose.
So we love to come back and do the dinner, check in on the program, make sure Matt Carpenter's doing a good job, and all of those things.
The Cardinal fans have been tremendous for the Homers for Health program to our family. I'm super grateful that I got to play the majority of my career here. It feels like home when you come back here.
What a great family. We've been so blessed by their time here in St. Louis and their continued commitment to the community. And look, they just plugged in right where they were, and they moved to something they knew something about: parents dealing with children in health crisis. And lo and behold, Cardinal Glennon was doing the exact same thing, and it was a perfect match. It's what we've seen throughout the show, people serving right where they are. Madeline is a teen model who was deeply moved by the tragic shooting in Las Vegas and wanted to do something about it. So she used her platform and her passion for fashion to make shirts to sell to benefit and help the victims of that tragedy. How about Billy and his team at the St. Louis Sports Youth Council? I mean, they love sports, he and his family, and they wanted to make sure that other kids could enjoy it as well. So they made sure that equipment was not going to be the reason a child couldn't play. And then the Mardi Gras Foundation. They have their celebration in Soulard every year, and they wanted to find a way to give back to their gracious hosts, so they came up with a way to invest in the community to make a lasting impact. It reminds me of the story of Esther in the Bible. Esther was living in Persia with her older cousin Mordecai, who was her caretaker, and it just so happens that King Xerxes needed a queen, and it just so happens that Esther was chosen in the group to be selected from, and it just so happens Esther was a looker, and it just so happens Esther was chosen. Now, the king's right-hand man had it in for the Jews. You see, he was angry because Mordecai refused to bow down to him. So he wasn't just going to take care of Mordecai. He was going to get the king to pass a decree to wipe out all the Jews in the kingdom. So Mordecai goes to Esther and says, you as queen, you've got to go do something about this. You've got to approach the king. Now, Esther knew that approaching the king was against the law, even for her, without being asked into his presence. But Mordecai said to her, hey, look, if you don't do it, deliverance will come, but it probably won't be for you in this generation. And who's to say that you weren't called to this place for a time such as this? For a time such as this. Esther said, I'll do it. She did it, and she saved her people. You see, God works in the miraculous for sure, but he also works in the mundane. Like he works right where we are. He works in the everydayness of our life. He works through you, teacher, who's investing in your students. He works through you, mom, who's staying home and investing in her kids. You, wherever you go. See, it's not about where we're planted. It's are we blooming where we are, wherever we are. He'll use us right where we are. And who knows that he hasn't called you to right where you are for a time such as this. I pray that you can go out there and blossom in the place where you've been planted and know that God goes with you and he's going to use you. That's the end, but not the end. You know what I'm saying. Hey, man, is it all right if you give me a little batting practice so I can get ready for home run derby? Here we go. You ready?
Seriously, Tim? What are you doing? This is a church.
Run, Matt. We got to get out of here. Matt, they're coming, Matt. Come on. Glad that wasn't stained glass. I didn't know I was that good.
That was smash.
Spot Media Production Group.